Business is God's gift to transform the world. We need to be good stewards of that gift.
My favorite quote about business's mission is from Dallas Willard, who said, "Business is a primary moving force of the love of God in human history. Business has power to do good in the world, and we can intentionally harness that power for the work of the mission of the church, to fulfill the mission of the church." And so that makes business's mission one of the most strategic strategies in our mission today.
There is an equal possibility of God calling somebody as a minister through business as there is to be a minister as a full-time pastor in a local church.
Being a Christian business owner is actually a divine calling. And that if it's a divine calling, then we have to obey our holy God who has given us that, entrusted us that resources, that gift, that talent, and being a business owner, it means that we are stewards of God.
We can all be involved and partner with God in his mission on earth. So how are we partnering? He doesn't call us all to be pastors or professional missionaries, but we are on mission with God. And so he called me into business. I very clearly felt his call into business.
In the business, people around you as entrepreneurs, they are witness of your relationship with God. And then if you have a strong relationship with God, they will be witness of this. And then we can reach them show them the loves of God. And I believe this is a way of accomplish the Great Commission.
The key idea that animates our conviction is that God has placed men and women all over the world, in every country, every community, who have the gifts and the calling to launch and grow profitable businesses for his kingdom.
God calls people to do business. So our role in BAM Global then is partly to affirm people in their calling, equip them to serve in business, and deploy them to service. So that is one reason why BAM. God wants it, the world needs it, and God calls people to it.
I can't distinguish between business's mission because it's God's business. You're working hand in hand with him, like Jesus worked with his Father in the carpentry shop, and you are just, through your business and through your ethics and through the way that you are running that business, you will have opportunities to share the gospel, not in a passive way, but in an active way, because people will be curious of why you're so joyful when business is tough, and yet you're still joyful.
In the last few decades, we saw some of those creative access countries are getting more and more difficult to get into. The journey coming from, sending English teacher to sending NGO workers, to even some of those countries now close the doors to NGO workers or not willing to renew visas for NGO workers. Then I think it becomes logical and actually expedient to get business-savvy people into missions through what they are best doing, namely in business.
Business can be a really powerful place to bring the gospel, because that's where people spend the majority of their waking time. So it's a place where we can show who Christ is and tell people about him, as well as through the company as a whole, bring social change, environmental change. We can change the economic situation, and we can have spiritual impact.